Roblox has a massive problem and scam going around, Rules swear filter completely broke, insane new rules updates, and more crazy news today. So if you're new, please subscribe. Most of you aren't even, and we're trying to reach 400,000 subs, so please subscribe and let's get right into it. And firstly, there's a pretty big scam going on Roblox right now and a pretty huge problem. So shout out to Sharkbox here, I saw him covered in a video, and he covered a bunch of scams, but I'm kind of focused on just one here because it's actually pretty insane, and something that we haven't really seen before. So this person right here tweeted out saying that, quick guide on how to get banned on Roblox really fast. Steal a map, select models of popular items in the game, disable chat so no one can call it out, then sell it like it's real. So yeah, if you're a bit confused what they mean, let me break down what's going on here. So recently, a lot of people have been making fake groups in games where they somehow actually steal like legit maps from other Roblox events. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe they recreated it, but it's pretty insane. And then they advertise the game just has like the regular event stuff like that and like free UGC items. And then a bunch of people go into the game, and when they go to get the item or stuff like that, it looks like they're actually getting the item for real, and they're giving them fake badges and everything to sell it, but it's a giant scam going around, which is actually insane. Like as you can see by the screenshots, I think they stole the map from the NARS event from a while ago, if you guys remember what that was, and then they advertised it as like free items and stuff like that, and even the buy button and everything like that, it looks legit, and they gave out badges to make it look more legit. But then after people spent their Robux and everything like that, it was just all just a big scam, which is actually pretty insane. And the scam has gotten way out of hand recently, because usually when a big scam like this goes around, you know, it doesn't really get that far. You know, maybe like 10,000 people play it or so. But this game got over 2.5 million visits, which I think that shows you how much people got scammed by this. And the game also got 20,000 dislikes, so probably tens of thousands of people, or if not more, probably got scammed by this, which is actually insane. And they probably made so much Robux off this, which is crazy. And this Roblox game was up for a while. It did just recently get taken down. And as we can see here, they tried changing the game, I think, in hopes it doesn't get taken down. But before, I think it was just called like free core blocks or something crazy like that. And maybe I think they also tried marketing it as the event, so people get fooled by it. And a lot of people did get fooled by it, and it's pretty insane because so much people got scammed by this. And also with that being said, to make this all worse, in general, even if the game got taken down just now, the group in the game and everything is from just a throwaway account. So these people probably, even if the game got banned, these people probably still got all the Robux, and they probably cashed it out for a bunch of money, which is insane. Like we've seen scams before, but I feel like this is just like the most insane scam we've seen in a while. They made a fake UGC game, or they stole a fake UGC game from a real event, made fake items, made fake prompts, and then the game blew up on top of that, getting millions of visits, all just to be a giant scam. And in general, with that being said, there's been a bunch more scams going around on Roblox. Like one of the most popular ones, for example, is a lot of people steal Hasm's like games, which if you aren't aware, every once in a while Hasm does like a new game where you can actually earn free Robux, but they only last for like 24 hours or so. But then what people have been doing is that they steal the game, pretend to be Hasm, and then once again scam people for a bunch more Robux and stuff like that. The dice game is the most popular one I've seen. There's a bunch of scam games out there, all with like hundreds of thousands of visits. I think some of them had like 1 million visits. And once again, it's another massive scam going around. People probably scamming a bunch of Robux. And in general, with that being said, this is a massive issue going on in Roblox right now, and so much people are getting scammed by it. And obviously it's bad on the scammers, but it's also bad on Roblox end because they take so long to get these games taken down. Like a lot of these games are on the platform for months or weeks, and by the time Roblox takes it down, that damage has already been done. Like I showed you with the NARS fake game, like 2.5 million people already played it, and then they just took it down. But the damage has already been done. And with that being said, you should probably be careful on Roblox right now, because the way the games are advertised, and even if we're playing it, it does seem like a real game. Because I know a lot of these games pop up when you search it, and obviously most people don't check, you know, like who the game is made by. They usually just go off like the first search result, and then if you join the game, it looks just like the event too. So it tricks a lot of people, and a lot of people are getting fooled by this right now. And there's probably gonna be more popping up over these next few weeks, and Roblox should definitely do a better job at taking these down more quickly. But with that being said, our next story of the Roblox chat filter and swear filter completely broke the other day. So once again, I don't know how this keeps happening, but the username filter broke yet again. And I feel like this is just because all of Roblox is broken right now. As I covered in my last video, Roblox is completely broken on like mobile right now, and people just can't play, and there's a bunch of other issues going on in Roblox. Like if you go to the status page on Roblox, it keeps saying active incident. It's been like that for the past few days, so they're having a bunch of issues going on right now. And it seems like with that, this part of the website broke yet again. And over these past few days, a lot of people have been posting accounts that are super inappropriate and stuff like that. And accounts that have super inappropriate names and stuff like that. And it's really bad right now. Obviously, after a while, these accounts do get banned. However, with that being said, if you guys remember, the last time this happened, I remember there's actually some accounts that get away with it. So even if Roblox does a mass ban, a lot of times these accounts actually just stay up on the platform for a while. And with how often their username filter breaks now, there's so much of these accounts out there that you can find so easily, and that Roblox doesn't take down, because they do ban all of these accounts after the username filter breaks, but they can't ban every single one, it seems like. And once again, there's a bunch of bad accounts made that are probably going to be up for a while. which is pretty insane. And in general, it's kind of crazy to me how often it breaks. Like, I feel like for the past year now, it's been breaking like once a month. Like, I see this happen all the time now. It's actually crazy. And someone at Roll still hasn't fixed it, and people are making super inappropriate accounts with swearing in it and just other horrible phrases. But with that being said, our next story of an interesting new rules update that seems kind of weird. Blox is here to us saying that limited avatar bodies and heads are coming soon to the Roblox marketplace. So yeah, I guess there's going to be UGC limited bodies and heads now that are going to be able to be released soon, which I guess seems kind of fine and kind of cool. But also with that being said, it just seems kind of weird. Like, the bodies make sense, I guess, to be limited, but the dynamic heads and stuff like that to be limited just seems kind of weird. Like, who's trading and selling dynamic heads? I mean, I guess soon people will be, but it just seems kind of weird. Also with that being said though, besides this update just being fine and whatever, a lot of people are actually concerned for this, because as I'm sure we've all seen, you know, time and time again, the UGC catalog is a complete mess. And now that they give people the ability to make limited bodies, a lot of people are saying that people are going to start releasing fake core blocks being limited and fake headless being limited, and that's definitely something we will probably see happen. Because also with that being said, this already happened technically. A lot of times stuff like this doesn't get through moderation. They do sometimes do a good job of doing it, but on the marketplace right now there already is existing fake core blocks and stuff like that. So if people can already find a way to get it through moderation, they'll probably find a way to get it through moderation and also it being limited. So it's going to become a pretty big issue on Roblox, but I guess we have to wait and see. But the fact that people already bypass core blocks, I think they'll definitely make it bypassed and just make it limited too. Like, that's definitely going to happen at one point, it seems like. And with that being said, next we have another pretty big Roblox update where they're actually changing like the home screen and the way Roblox basically looks. RTC News Twitter is saying that starting April 8th, so tomorrow actually, is coming very soon, experiences will be displayed with 16:9 thumbnails. However, player counts will no longer be displayed on the tile. So yeah, I don't know why they changed that. That seems kind of dumb. Because as we can see here, on the left is what it looked like before, which was pretty clean. You can see the rating and then how much players in the bottom right. But now, they changed it to make it worse, it seems like, because instead of having that little player count in the bottom right, they just got rid of it for some reason, which just makes no sense and it seems kind of dumb. But in general, with that being said, it's a pretty big change coming to Roblox. We've had those square tiles for so long on the platform, and now they're going back to 16:9 thumbnails. So it's basically just like YouTube now, and how YouTube looks. I don't know why they got rid of the player account. Like, that just seems so stupid and backwards. It literally looked completely fine like that before. And in general, most people seem to like this update and think it's not bad. And with that being said, next we have another pretty huge update where Rolls announced that they've now launched automatic translations between 16 languages, which are actually pretty insane. And now Rolls games and Rolls developers will now be able to translate their games into other languages, and a bunch of other languages now are supported. I think the update has been out for a while and it was like limited languages, but I think they just added more, which is honestly a very good rules update, because this in combination with like the automatic translated chat, it's a very good update. In general, going forward, there's gonna be so much more games that are gonna be accessible and make sense now to a bunch of other languages, because before people would just make all the menus in English and stuff like that, but now I think it can automatically be translated between a bunch of languages, which is actually very good. And lastly, with that being said, Rolls is banning more devices soon. So I think this is actually like the same news that we received a while ago, but apparently they started sending it out more, and apparently they changed like the menu for it, because as we can see here, if you log into Roblox with a device that's gonna get banned, it'll just tell you, action required, update your device. Starting April 30th, 2024, Rolls will no longer support Android 5.0 and 5.1 devices. Please upgrade your device to Android 6 or higher to continue playing. So yeah, some more banned devices. And if you want to know if your device is banned, all you have to do is log into Roblox and you'll get this message if it's banned or not. And in general, with that being said, a lot of devices are getting banned soon, but like I mentioned before, it kind of makes sense because these devices are pretty old, but it still is pretty unfortunate because even though the devices are pretty old and, you know, can probably barely run Roblox, a lot of people still do use them, so it is pretty unfortunate. But anyways, with that being said, if you enjoyed, check this video to find out how Roblox Mobile is fully broken right now, and it's a massive issue where millions of people can't play. And I'll see you in the next one.